Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video, and today we'll be discussing, hot takes and whatnot. And today I'm accompanied by Bert. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, man, good. So, how long you been watching anime for?
Oh, well, I really started around like 2013, 2014, but I just watched like a few shows around then. I really started watching heavily around about 6 years ago. Around 2020 is when I really started getting into it. COVID time, you know.
Okay. What's your favorite anime right now?
My favorite anime all time is Naruto. Right now I'm watching Undead Unluck, which is pretty good, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, Undead looks it's pretty good. Wait on the second season though. Wait on the second season.
Oh yeah.
So, what's your hot takes on anime?
Oh, okay, so I guess I'll start pretty broad. We can go I guess genre based, and then we can hop into any shows or whatever. I'm gonna be honest, dude. I guess I don't know if it's a hot take. I just can't stand isekais. I just can't do it.
Really?
I don't know.
Why?
Yeah, it's to me it just seems almost pointless. I feel like very few of them are actually important to be isekais, because I feel like any show could be an isekai, if that makes sense. Like Naruto could just be a real dude died and reborn as Naruto. Like any show could be. I just feel like it makes no sense for that to be a part of the show, because every character that it involves, and they're oh, well, they remember this from their past life. I just feel like it kind of ruins the immersion of the new world. I'm just not a fan of it personally.
So, did you ever watch ReZero or something?
I keep getting recommended ReZero, but I have not gave it a try yet. And I heard ReZero is the best one, so I haven't watched that one yet. But I've watched Tsukimichi, which I thought was decent. I know some people count it, some people don't. I've seen Sword Art as well, and a couple others, but those are the two main ones that I've seen.
Okay.
So, and they were okay. It's just as a genre, it's I just don't get it, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's the aspect, because Japanese people are really into it. I think
Oh yeah.
I think in North America, here, it's just kind of I'm not gonna say it's kind of like an industry plant. I don't know, because it's because Japanese people really like it, and it kind of comes down, and it just pump out enough content to the point where it's we see enough in North America of isekais. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I guess I can like this, right? If you feed somebody something enough, and it's it's not bad, completely bad, it's decent, they're gonna come around to it, man. But
Yeah, I can agree with that.
but it's also because I guess in Japan it's I guess I think they just want to escape life all the time.
Yeah.
A lot of escapism. But isekai's been around for a bit. It's been I think the 90s is when I think I watched the first very popular isekai.
Yeah.
You should probably check it out. It's called Tenkai, like this. Mushu Tenkai. That's one of the first ones.
Okay.
That's good. And Inuyasha, if you ever heard of Inuyasha.
I have.
That's a little. I wouldn't really recommend Inuyasha. That's I don't really like Inuyasha. It's decent, but it's just not. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But yeah, I understand. I understand people's qualms with definitely understand people's qualms with isekai. Definitely not the best.
Yeah.
But another anime that's kind of like an isekai is Bleach, right?
Yeah.
In a sense. What do you think about Bleach?
It is in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I like Bleach. I think it's a little overrated, but my problems, I feel like nobody has the same problems I do, except when I bring them up and people are okay, maybe that does make sense, because I think the story of Bleach, it's one of the best, and I think it has the potential to have really good characters. I just think at least anime-wise in the first series, the pacing to me is just really bad. Like, I feel like all of the long fights are the most boring ones. Like, I feel like every Ichigo fight is like 2 to 3 episodes, and then like every Uryu or Renji fight is like 5 to 8 episodes. And so it's like, I feel like the boring stuff goes on for a very long time in Bleach, and then the good stuff is very short. So I have a hard time getting through it when I get a little bit of good and then a lot of like slow stuff.
Yeah, I can see that. I guess it's just like, I guess what the author Taite Kubo was trying to go after, like, I'm just trying to rationalize that, because I do see that, right? Is that you know, we do get a lot of screen time with Ichigo though, even if his fights are a little bit shorter sometimes. So I guess he wants to kind of like flush out like the Uryu fights, like with the, what do you call it, with Uryu with Mayuri, right? Want to give his little flashback with his grandfather and whatnot, and that whole perspective. And you know, Chad, we don't get to see Chad like barely ever again. Like he really doesn't get anything. So any content of him is great. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I've gone into like the real specifics of like the parts that I think are slow, and I heard in the manga they're not nearly as bad. So I think, you know, maybe if I read it, I'd probably enjoy it more. But I feel like in the anime they take a lot of stuff slower. Now I have my most viral take is a Bleach hot take. I personally think Uryu is like the worst fictional character ever. Like, I cannot stand him. I hate him, and that has blown. I've got millions of views off of just saying that. Like, I can't stand him, and oh man, yeah, I can go on forever about it.
Well, what's wrong with Uryu?
Well, my biggest thing is definitely the pacing thing. Like, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he does have the longest fight in the original Bleach, which is him and Renji versus like the pink-haired guy, and that was like the most boring fight ever in my opinion. And so that's like the main thing, is like all of his fights are way too long. And another thing, like character-wise, is like he acts smart, but he's honestly pretty stupid. And so it makes me mad because he comes up with all these plans, they never work, and he just like he acts smart, but he's not. And then his character annoys me. But the big thing is the pacing. Like, I feel like he gets a lot of shine when other characters deserve it more, and it really makes me mad. Now, I don't dislike a lot of characters, so him being the worst really isn't that bad, because I like most characters, but yeah, he just annoys me. I just can't stand him.
Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, I can see that. Uryu, he's never been my favorite character at all, really, either. I don't know, he's like from that archetype you have, like Sasuke, Uryu, you know that archetype, right?
Yeah.
Emo. He's probably, I love Bleach, but he's probably my least favorite out of that bunch, because once again, like you said, like he's not as interesting or as edgy, you know, people not edgy as Sasuke, or I just don't, I think the original archetype is Hiei from what's that anime called?
Yeah.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
You know, and he's not as edgy as Hiei, or as, you know, cutthroat as Hiei or Sasuke. So
yeah,
I understand that, and he does act smart. He is smart, like in school, like I think they said that. But like I think that's a lot. I think that's why when people like do fights and like ratings like that, they have like battle IQ, right? It's like
yeah.
Naruto isn't like smart, but his battle IQ is like pretty high.
Yeah.
Right. And Uryu, like, he's smart, like academic wise and whatnot, but when it comes to battle IQ, I can definitely see him not being as smart as, like, I don't know, like Ichigo or something, right?
Yeah, I'm with you on that, but I mean, he's really the only character though. I like a lot of the characters in Bleach. I think that's like one of the best things about it, is that there's a character for everybody. So that I will say, I feel like I gave it a little hate, but I do love the characters and the story is really great.
Who's your favorite character?
My favorite character, it's between two. Now, one of them is Pesce, because he saves that Uryu fight for me. Like, he's hilarious. He's the little guy with Donda Chaka that he just makes a ton of jokes. He's hilarious. Or Grimmjow. I love Grimmjow. I think he is like to me, he feels like just evil Ichigo. And I love Ichigo too. Ichigo's probably my number 3. Like Grimmjow, just like evil Ichigo, just feels awesome. So he's probably my number 1, but I gotta give a nod to Pesce. He's hilarious. So yeah, those are my top 2 for sure.
Shout out Pesce. Okay.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Grimmjow, what do you call it? So you haven't watched the 1,000-Year Blood War?
No, I did see though that he does come back, but I don't know what he does. I just do know that, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, yeah, you should definitely watch it because he has a major fight. He has a major fight, and it hasn't been animated. It's going to be in this upcoming season. But
I'm gonna catch up before.
It's going out in like July, I think.
Yeah, I watch it with a friend, so it's kind of slow. Like I gotta wait for him to get on, and then we gotta be on at the same time. So, but we're on 1,000 Years, so we should be able to catch up quickly.
Oh yeah, it's not too long. It's like It's like a regular 13 episodes per season. So
yeah, it's nothing bad.
Okay, all right. So, and okay, what do you think about like the villains in Bleach?
I think they are very good, but I do think they get a little overrated, to be honest. Like, because to me, I do think Grimmjow is the best villain, and specifically Aizen, because I think a lot of the other villains get underrated, but I think Aizen gets overrated. Like, I like the 2 steps ahead thing, but I feel like for majority of the time, he just really does nothing. Like, even in Fake Karakura and Hueco Mundo, he's just, I know he's in the barrier or whatever, but like, he pretty much does nothing till he goes to take out Harry Bell, and it's like a lot of episodes of him just standing doing nothing. Now, I like the backstory with him is great, but I feel like he's a very stagnant villain for like how much he gets praised. Like I think a lot of other like great villains are involved all the time, and I feel like he's less involved for a lot of it, and more like his henchmen are involved. So I do still think he's a great villain. I just think he's slightly overrated. Like I have Grimmjow over him. I'll be honest. Like I think Grimmjow's more likable to me, at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Grimmjow definitely has more personality.
Yeah.
Than Aizen, but Aizen, he's just so cool. He's just so cool.
He is very cool. He's my second favorite villain. I just think he's slightly overrated. I do like him a lot. He is cool.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can definitely see him being slightly overrated. So who do you think is the most underrated villain then?
Oh, in Bleach, the most underrated. Ooh, that's honestly a really tough question. I mean, a lot of people do like Grimmjow, so I can't say he's the most underrated. Oh man, that's really tough. Because I'm trying to think. I honestly don't know who would be the most underrated. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people like all of them. So I'm trying to think. I'll tell you, I'm not a big fan of Stark either.
No, why?
So I wouldn't say him. I just feel like for him being number 1, he just wasn't really. Strong. He didn't really appear that strong. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe none of them really are underrated because I think a lot of people really like them. I think they're all really good. And I still like Stark. I like his personality. I just think he was a little weak for. All right, I did think of. Well, I looked at some of the villains. Definitely an underrated. The most underrated, I think, is Bargon. I think that's how you say it. The guy who like turns into the skeleton. He was awesome. I loved him. I even loved his fight. Like I think people hate on Soy Fawn. I think that's how you say her name. Like her Bankai. I loved it. I thought it was a great fight. I think he was one of the most entertaining members of the Espada. So to me, I think he was super underrated. I liked him a lot.
Yeah, yeah, Bargon. He's cool. I like his design. Love his design. Everybody and his like concept of like death and like time and whatnot, that was really cool. Yeah, I do see him being really underrated. Like one of the Espadas, I don't see. I think probably a really underrated guy. I forgot his name, but he's the 0. He's like number 0.
And, Yami?
Yami. I don't see anybody fanning over him. Like nobody really likes him for some reason.
I don't like his personality, but I think him fighting is pretty cool. So I'm with you a little bit on that, but I really don't like his like personality. But I'm with you that he should have some fans. I mean, he's pretty cool in battle, so
Exactly.
I'm with you.
What about Ukiura?
Ukiura, I'm honestly indifferent on Ukiura. Like, I like him. I think he's cool. I think some people overrate him, and I think some people underrate him. I mean, I think he's just a pretty solid villain. Yeah, my only complaint is the whole time watching Bleach, I always hear Ukiura versus Ichigo is going to be awesome, and it was a great fight. I loved it, but it was 3 episodes. Like, I really wish it was longer. I wanted to see more of that because I was like, oh man, I'm so hyped. They built it up. And it was good. It was. I just wish it was a little bit longer. So that's my only complaint with Ukiura, but I thought he was a good character. So no complaints about his character or anything. His fights were all good, but yeah.
I really love Ukiura. I like. At first, like when I was like, cause I watched Bleach when I was pretty young, but I didn't really get it. Like I kind of got it. Like he doesn't have a heart and everything.
Yeah.
But then it started to really hit when I got a little older. I was like, hold on, this is actually hitting, and it just like contrasting Ichigo, like character wise. I mean, and then Orihime being like, oh, super nice to him, show him like what's it's really like and compassion, because how Grimmjow and Ukiura explain like becoming an Espada is like really brutal, right?
Yeah.
So it's like that whole compassion thing. It was like it really started to hit, and then like, you know, I feel like he died, and it's like I wanted to see more, you know.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I wish there was a little more because he had a lot. So I agree with you.
But surprisingly, I think I heard that he was supposed to. In the anime they extended it. He wasn't even supposed to be around that long.
Wow.
But Taite Kubo, his editors were like, you know, they really like him. Can he make more? And he was like, okay, whatever. And he made more. So you want more of him? We actually got the more of him.
That's crazy. Dang.
But hopefully.
If only we got a little more. It was sick though.
Hopefully we get like a. Like I know like after the 1,000-Year Blood War, like there's like supposedly a hell arc, and like where everybody goes to hell. So if anything, that's the only way we'd see Ukiura return, and like all of everybody who's died, you know.
Well, he might. I don't know too much about it, but I do know some characters do return, so it could be likely. I did see though. I don't want to necessarily say it's confirmed, but I thought I saw it was confirmed that he's going to be making something in between for the anime. Like he's going to be writing an anime only thing in between, so that should be pretty cool too, because the hell arc's like what, 16 years in the future or something. It's like very far into the future, so I think he's writing something in between that. That's what I saw, but I don't want to confirm anything because I don't necessarily know.
Okay, yeah, I'm just looking forward to whatever he's going to write. But he's busy with the anime right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you think about an anime that got inspired by Bleach is JJK? Now, how are you feeling about JJK?
I haven't caught up on the new season yet, but I personally do like JJK, and honestly, when I rank it compared to Bleach, I would have them in a similar area. Like, I think they're both very great shows. I think my problem with both is that there's not any characters that I necessarily relate to, which is why they go a little bit lower. I really like relatability in my shows, so JJK though, I love it too. I think it's around that Bleach area for me. That's probably where I'd have it, but yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of it. I'm ready to see the rest of it. I need to catch up on the new season, but I just haven't yet.
Okay. So, yeah, I have issues with JJK. I just don't feel there's a lot of character like the themes feel like very weak to me.
I get you.
I don't feel like there's a really overarching theme for the whole series. Like I feel like there's arching themes for like individual characters sometimes, but I feel like it's just a lot of fighting. The power system is fun, and everything, but it just doesn't feel like there's an overarching theme for like Naruto has about this thing about war and what people think about war and whatnot, right? But JJK is just people I feel like it's just people who are just fighting and just individual themes, and they don't really mesh together really well. I feel that's my issue with JJK.
I get you. I think like the characters are kind of like a lot of them are pretty surface level. I feel like is probably kind of how I feel about it, because like some of the characters get a lot of writing, like Megami, but then he makes them lose everything and turns them into a fraud. So it's like I love Megami because he genuinely has like the most character to him, but he just gets whooped all the time. It's hard to defend. Then you have someone like Gojo who's like the same guy every episode other than like the backstory stuff, and it's like, yeah, Gojo's awesome and he wins everything, but he's the same guy every episode, so I get what you're saying totally, in that like there is no overarching theme, but I always tell people like JJK is a great beginner one because you don't really have to look into it too much. You can just watch. If you like cool animations, cool fights, and likable characters, then it's not anything too crazy. It's easy for a new watcher, I feel like.
Yeah, it definitely is. And it's definitely fun to watch. It's definitely the animation. I always said this, like if JJK's animation was like subpar or kind of mid, like it would not be as popular.
I agree. It probably wouldn't be.
Right. I feel like because that's the same thing that happened with Demon Slayer. Like Demon Slayer, I watched Demon Slayer before I was watching it, and I was just watching it, and then it was like the second last episode, and he started doing like you watch Demon Slayer, right?
Yeah.
And he started doing like the fire breathing, and he's like spinning around like the spider guy and everything. I was like, oh, this is crazy. And then like the next day on Twitter and like all social media, like, oh, Demon Slayer, and then like next month everybody's talking about Demon Slayer. I was like no one was talking about this. So
I liked the first part of Demon Slayer, but I got to like season 3 and 4 and I just couldn't do it anymore because like you said, it really is just good animation for the most part, so I'm with you.
I feel like I like Demon Slayer a little. Wait. I feel like I like Demon Slayer a little bit more than JJK, like story-wise.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I feel like the stories, the themes hit more. It's basic, like it's really basic. Like But I feel like I'm just a fan of like the way they have like the swords and whatnot, and like that. But I feel like the Demon Slayer is more beginner friendly for a lot of people. But JJK it tries something different. It's more complex, definitely with the power system. You haven't watched the newest season, but the Culling games, they have like so much rules to.
I've seen some of that. Yeah.
Right. And it's not like you have to truly understand it, but it's just like there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, but it doesn't necessarily elevate the story or like the characters, right? I mean, Hunter x Hunter's power system is really fun and cool, right?
Yeah.
But it's also like the characters that really make Hunter x Hunter really nice.
Yeah, if you ever saw my like top list, like to me the number one thing, I could say it's whatever, but if you look at my list, it's clearly characters. Like all my top shows, it's like just have the best characters in it for me. Like I love character work, so whatever has the best characters, I'm probably gonna enjoy more.
So what's your top 5 anime of all time?
My top 5, number 1, I have Naruto. There's just so many characters to like. Then I have JoJo's at number 2. This one always shocks people. I have Black Clover at number 3, One Piece at number 4, and then Cowboy Bebop at 5.
Okay. Ooh. I like Black Clover. I wouldn't put it anywhere near my top 10.
Yeah, no, most people say the same thing. I just love Asta. He's like one of my favorite main characters ever. Like, he just inspires me, so I have it so high because like every time I watch it, it makes me want to do better.
Okay. Like, is it just like his attitude towards everything?
Yeah, it's like, he could be the weakest guy. He could have nothing, and he's just gonna keep working. Like, it doesn't matter. So to me, I feel like you got to have that mindset even if you do have stuff. Like, you just got to keep working. So sometimes if I need motivation, I'll just watch some Black Clover, and I'll be like, all right, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
So.
That's dope. I can see because like Black Clover, Asta and Naruto, they're very similar in character.
Yep.
Want to be the Wizard King and want to be the Hokage.
Yep.
I get that. Yeah. So like since Black Clover is really inspired by Naruto, is Naruto your favorite character from Naruto?
Actually, no. I don't even know if he's in my top 10, honestly. I like Naruto a lot, but my favorite character is Madara. Like, to me, there's just nobody like him. Like, there's no other character like him. And there's little wrong with him, in my opinion. He's got the backstory. He's involved in the story since the start, even if he's in the shadows. His fights are all great. His powers are great. I mean, he's got aura, you know what I'm saying? So just everything about him, like, I just really enjoy Madara. So he's my number one.
Yeah, I mean, I love Madara too.
Yeah.
His character, yeah, I actually prefer, like, in the big three, I prefer how Naruto does the storytelling. Yeah, like the storytelling, like how it's like weaved in, like Bleach has foreshadowing too, but I just prefer like if I just feel like the world building in Naruto is a little better. It just feels like it's like so much history of like, okay, to the Great War, we see like Kakashi back when Kakashi was a kid, right? And we see when Madara is a kid, right? And we see that, and then we also, like, later on we get to see like the beginning of the world and whatnot. And I find that a lot more fascinating. But in Bleach, it's like they keep it more of a secret, right? Yeah. We're finding out more about that now, but it's like Bleach is more like celestial. It's like this greater. It's like on a different like plane of existence than Naruto. But Naruto, it feels a little bit more comprehensible to me, at least. Yeah. I think that's what makes it my favorite. Is like, I feel like, yes, Naruto's the main character, but there's like so many people that get their own story told. Like, we know all of Kakashi's life, we know all of Sasuke's life, we know most of Madara's Hashirama. Like, that's what I think I like about it so much, is that like, people complain that some of the characters don't get to shine, but the ones that do, like everything about them. Like, it's so detailed, and I think that's why I enjoy it so much. Exactly. What else we see? We get to see like Pain Nagato, Obito, and they see how Madara was kind of like manipulating Obito. I was like, yo, that's crazy. Yeah, I know, that was a crazy twist. Those are my top two. I love Obito as well, so I was like, dang, that's crazy. But yeah, that was great. I really enjoyed that. And Sasuke, I do have a hot take. I don't think Sasuke is really a villain. I don't feel like he did much when he went to the Akatsuki. Like, he killed Hanzo. That's it. Like, he didn't kill anybody like a good person. Yeah. I mean, he threatened to kill Kakashi, but that was about it. Like, he didn't really do anything. Exactly. And that's actually a good point. Because there's like a difference between like threatening, like you threatening someone and actually taking action, right? Mm-hmm. So maybe that's like kind of like a thing, I guess, like a character thing, is like, he never subconsciously or something, he never truly wanted to kill like the people like who trained him and he grew up with, even if he was putting up this like, I guess, this act of like that. But yeah, I really love, and the politics of Naruto is so amazing. It's like the city, like Itachi had to kill his whole clan because he was scared that the Uchihas were like too strong or something, and that's amazing. I love that.
Oh yeah, I loved it too. I mean, honestly, I feel like most shows I've watched, there's only like 3 or 4 shows I've watched that I just genuinely have not enjoyed. So to me, it's just amazing taking in like all these universes. Naruto just happens to be my favorite. So yeah.
Which ones didn't you like?
The shows I don't like, I have them listed. Oh, well, recently I tried to watch Shaman King. Just was not a fan of that, I'll be honest. I was really excited for it. I thought it was going to be great. Was not really a fan. I'm not going to lie, another one I tried to watch recently, Dr. Stone. I just couldn't get into it. And then the other 2, which these are the 2 shows I just really don't like, are Escape the Infinity and The Elusive Samurai. That's another one of my hot takes that goes kind of viral. I think The Elusive Samurai is the worst show ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me start from the top. Shaman King. I did hear it was really slow. I just did.
It is really slow.
But I hear if you get past the like 20 episodes, it starts getting really good. But that's what people said about Bleach too. They said it's slow at the start. I never found it slow at the start. I found it really cool.
I didn't either.
Right, but once again, Shaman King. They say it's slow and get it. I need to watch Shaman King too. When it comes to Elusive Samurai, I really love Elusive Samurai.
Yeah, I really don't. I mean, I don't know. To me, I can't. Especially, I watched it. This is funny. I had a Japanese history class, and Elusive Samurai is based on a true story. And while I was watching it, I got to learn the true story behind it. It is nothing like it at all. Like, it is so far from the truth. It's based on a true story, but it's really not. It's not even close to the true story at all. So that doesn't really affect it for me. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I don't like about it. But yeah, I don't. That might be a little long.
Because it's elusive. I was there in it's in Kumamoto. I think that's where Elusive Samurai. I was there. I remember I was there and I was looking at the place. I was like, and it was like artifacts, and we were telling stories like, okay, this place got burned down and whatnot, right? Yeah. So when I come back to Toronto, and I'm like, I'm sitting here watching Elusive Samurai, and I'm seeing this all happen. I'm like, wow, this is really cool, and like the animation is fun, it's bouncy, but
yeah, I like the animation.
But is this a story for you?
Really, I think it's the characters. I like the older guy that like looks into the future. To me, he just like kind of pisses me off because he only uses it for dumb stuff for the most part. And the main kid, I watched it in dub, so I don't know. The main kid's voice acting I wasn't a fan of, but that's not even that bad. I just don't understand like how he's beating these grown adults that are supposed to be like in military positions. Like example, when he was doing the archery thing, I know he practices archery, but he's 10 years old going against people that are like actually in the military. And then you have like the kid who's like a master at like all the martial arts or swords or whatever, I don't remember. It's like he's 11 years old. He shouldn't be the master at anything. And I get it, it can be a childish show and you can like the childish shows, but then it's like you have a childish show where people are getting like killed and like skinned and stuff, like blood everywhere. I'm like, this isn't really a kid show. So to me, it's like I just can't tell if I'm watching a kid show or if I'm watching like a more mature show. I think that's my problem. It's like it's very childish and mature at the same time, and I just don't like those two coming together.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that, but I can definitely see that. But I don't know. I mean, I just have like I'm just an interest, and I don't know. Just
that's fine.
Go with it. That's good. But yeah, but yeah. I mean, like that was those are some hot takes you have. But some great takes too. Great takes too. Really found that a lot of fun. You know what you're talking about. So that's really good. And yeah. Hey guys, that's it. That's for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Guys, let me know what you guys thought about the hot takes, or what you thought about the whole video. What you thought? What are your hot takes? Let us know in the comments. And but let me know what do you have to say to the viewers before we go?
Thank you guys for being here. If you made it this far into the video, you guys are awesome. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, obviously. Thank you all so much for coming in here today. And I had a fun time recording today. This is actually my first ever collab, and this is honestly way better than I thought. I had a lot of fun. So thank you, and thank you to the viewers who came here and watched. So thank you.
Yeah, okay. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for the video, and peace.